Okay, hello everyone. I'm Kill2 with Angel Hunt in the commentary booth for the second semifinal of Alliance Tournament 8. On your left, DarkSide. On your right, Pandemic Legion, tournament favorites. For DarkSide, we have 3 Slipners, 2 Lokis, Scimitar, 2 Sabers, and 1 Thrasher.
And for Pandemic Legions, 3 Sleipnir, 3 Sleipnirs, 1 Curse, 1 Hugin, 1 Scimitar, 2 Thrashers, and 2 Sentinels. It looks like PL might have been up to their metagaming shenanigans again. Looks like a pretty convincing counter to DarkSide's very turret-heavy DPS setup.
Yeah, these setups might look very, very similar, and they are for the most part. 3 Slipners, Scimitar, Destroyers, but the big difference is Pandemic Legion has tracking disruption. That is going to play a huge role, and it may be the deciding factor. There's obviously a lot of other E-War available in the mid slots, although they're shield tanks. So really, I don't know. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be a matter of those Lokis outperforming the Curse and Hugin somehow. But we're underway, so we'll see what happens. There is other E-War on the field for sure. Some tracking disruption graphics, I guess, coming
I'd
from
be almost
both sides.
certain that the Sabers will have some kind of dampener effect. And most likely also Scramblers. 1 Saber already lowering shields for DarkSide. No damage incoming at all to Pandemic Legion. Whatever damage is coming in is nearly negligible, which is really not that surprising. We're seeing a lot of Hornet EC300s coming out of the DarkSide team, which really could be expected. They are quite light on focused E-Warfare at the moment. I'm going to go ahead and say Pandemic Legion has an incredibly potent setup against this. This is, unless those Sabers are able to close range and wipe out those Sentinels, which even a single Sentinel has been able to shut down a pair of Macarials earlier in this tournament. It's a really underestimated ship, one of the least common ships flown, that class of E-War frigates. The Sentinel is an incredibly impressive ship against turret-based.
So DarkSide did lose a Thrasher for a while. That Saber on DarkSide taking some damage. The Scimitar didn't have too much trouble keeping him up, but Pandemic Legion now have focused all their damage on the first Slipner for DarkSide. You can see he is going into armor now and going down. So Pandemic Legion still holding comfortably tanks on all their ships. It looks like that Curse is what DarkSide wants as that Slipner does fall. That is such a big indicator, I think, for the way this match is going to go.
Absolutely, Kill2. The DarkSide really just doesn't have much opportunity to put DPS. Even when they close range, their tracking should be suffering so immensely that there's just no chance that they're going to score any meaningful hits in order to overwhelm Gen and his Scimitar for Pandemic Legion.
Speaking of the drones real quick, it looks like PL's running exclusively damage drones, while DarkSide opted for a lot of ECM drones. But that's not really enough to break up their locks. I don't know even, trying to figure out which ships those are on. But this Curse is taking a pretty significant amount of damage. Maybe the Scimitar did get jammed. That should be where the ECM drones are. Although it looks like he's pulling shields back, so that is not the case. Second Slipner for DarkSide now entering armor. They did lose another Saber as well, so their team getting pretty thin pretty fast here as that Pandemic Legion Curse also hurting. So
even with that Curse down, the Scimitar may be extremely low in capacitor, but its target disruption abilities will be lost. But you already have both Sentinels still on the field and only 3 heavy damage ships left. Those Sentinels should well be able to take care of the pair of Lokis and Sleipnir, and I'd assume at least one of the Lokis is command fit, not full damage.
So there goes that Curse. Pandemic Legion losing ships once again, something that.
And Shamus Orzaz goes down in his Curse. I believe that's his first death in all tournaments. Is that possibly right?
I don't have any idea. They don't lose ships very often, though. But there goes another one for DarkSide. Only 1 Slipner and 2 Lokis left now. Their Scimitar went down extremely fast. No hope for them here. Really interesting, again, Pandemic Legion bringing a totally different sort of setup than they have for the entire rest of the finals weekend anyway, and really pretty different from anything from the rest of the tournament for them. So. Unpredictability, they have such a huge number of effective setups in their arsenal. It's very difficult to know what you're going to be up against when you draw them in a match. There goes the third Slipner, only the 2 Lokis left for DarkSide.
I'd say Pandemic Legion actually has quite a bit of predictability. They seem to know always what's coming, and this is really a perfect fit against them. You have range management and speed management of tacklers with the Hugin. You have solid cheap E-War slots on those Thrashers. You have excellent management of turret damage control with those Sentinels and Curse, and solid DPS from those Slepiers, especially with the damage drones.
First Loki down, 1 Loki to go. It looks like we will have Hydra Alliance versus Pandemic Legion in the final in Alliance Tournament 8. Should be an absolutely amazing matchup. Both these teams exhibiting like so much dominance in most of their matches so far. Really, really excited about that. Hydra, my boy, is probably going to pull it out, I think. So this DarkSide Loki now, the
Deep
last
armor.
ship to go down, deep armor, yeah, going down quickly, and yeah, Pandemic Legion continuing to show us how it's done, I guess. And with that, we will go back to the studio.